It smells really yummy, I have to say. So here goes. Oh yeah, that's really good. Full of flavour. Hi everyone and welcome back to Googie's Kitchen, and if you're new here then hello and welcome. My name's Alexis, and in today's video I want to share with you how to make my delicious meat feast chili. As I just mentioned, today I want to share with you how to make a really delicious meat feast chili. So this recipe is really easy to do, and this is a great one for a midweek meal or even a weekend dish as well. So the first thing I've done is I've got myself a large saucepan, and I'm going to put this onto a high heat on my hob, and then to the pan I am going to add a little bit of oil to the base, and I'm going to leave this pan to heat up. But before I go and leave it, I just want to say that if you have enjoyed this video today and you'd like to see more, then please don't forget to hit that subscribe button. And if you did really enjoy this video, then please feel free to give it a big thumbs up. Everything like that really helps me out, and I would really appreciate it as well. So yes, as I said, I'm just going to leave this pan to heat up. The pan has started to get nice and hot, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to add about 3 slices of Parma ham to the base and about 60 grams of chorizo. So in the original recipe I think I said 4 to 8, but this is serving 3 today, so I'm sort of just thirding the ingredients basically. So I've done 3 slices of Parma ham and about 60 grams of chorizo, and I'm just going to put those into the base of the pan, and I'm going to fry the chorizo and the Parma ham until they start to go a lovely golden brown colour. And you want the Parma ham and the chorizo to stick to the base, because this is the stuff that you want in your chili as well. I'm just going to turn the heat down slightly because it's getting a bit too hot. So as I said, I'm just going to continue to fry this until the oil starts to come out and they start to go a lovely golden brown colour. I don't know if you can see this, but at the bottom of the pan is lots of oil that started to come from the chorizo, and it's just started to turn a golden brown colour. So I'm going to try and leave a lot of the oil in the base because we want that to flavour our chili, and then I'm going to remove the chorizo and the Parma ham, and then to that I'm going to add 1 onion that I just simply peeled, sliced and diced, and I'm just going to pop that into the pan like so, and I'm going to fry this round the pan until it starts to soften. The onion has started to soften, and it's also sort of started to go a lovely golden brown colour. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add in the garlic. So I've got 2 cloves of garlic that I've just simply peeled and sliced. I'm just going to pop those in. I'm just going to turn the heat up again slightly, and I'm just going to fry the garlic until this starts to go a lovely golden brown colour as well. It should only take about 30 seconds or so before it starts to colour, and you can smell it in the pan. So, oh yeah, I'm just starting to smell the garlic now. So that's all I want in there. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to add in 1 courgette that I've simply peeled and grated, and I've got 1 carrot that I've peeled and grated as well. I find that when I grate my vegetables, they tend to cook a lot easier in the pan, and also they make the dish a bit more flavoursome as well. You haven't got any big chunky bits, it all just disintegrates into 1 big mouthful, and I quite like that. But if you do like chunky vegetables, then please just peel and slice and dice if you want to. I am just going to fry this now until it just sort of warms through basically. You don't need it to cook, but you just want to start the cooking process, if that makes sense. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add in my minced beef. So as I said, this is going to serve 3 people. So I've got about 300 grams of minced beef here that I'm going to be just browning off now. So I've put it in the pan and I'm just breaking it up with my spoon, and then I'm going to just brown this off. So I'm just going to continue to fry this until it all goes brown. The minced beef has browned off, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add in the spices and the herb. So I've got about a teaspoon of mild chili powder that's going to go in there. And then I'm going to use about a teaspoon of ground ginger as well. I've got a teaspoon of ground coriander going in. I'm also going to use a teaspoon of ground ground cumin. So that's going to go in. And then I'm going to use about half a teaspoon of ground sweet cinnamon as well, just to give it a bit of extra sweetness, natural sweetness. And then I'm going to use about a teaspoon of dried oregano as well. And then I'm just going to fry these off like so. And I'm going to add in my tin tomatoes now. So I've just got 1 tin of tomatoes, and in the original recipe I also just say 1 tin of chopped tomatoes, 400 grams. And then to that tin I'm going to add about 200 ml of chicken stock. You could use beef stock if you wanted to, or vegetable stock, and I'm just pouring it into the can to get the juice from around the outside and the top as well. I'm just gonna pour that over, and then to that I'm going to add a couple of tablespoons of tamari. So tamari is a soya sauce. It's just fermented for slightly longer than normal soya sauce, and it also makes it gluten-free as well by doing that. It's slightly better for our guts as well if we do ferment things for longer. So, and then I'm just going to add as well 2 tablespoons of tomato puree, and then I'm going to add back in the chorizo, the parma ham, and I'm going to scrape some of that oil back in as well because that all looks delicious. So I'm going to try and scrape as much of that back in as possible. I'm going to mix those ingredients round, and now would be the time, if you wanted to add beans, then you could. Unfortunately, I've forgotten to soak the beans and cook them off this morning, so there are no beans for us today in this chilli. This is a beanless chilli, which I'm sure will please my son no end. And I'm just going to add a little bit of salt to that as well. I'm just going to mix those round. This has come to the boil now, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave this on the hob to simmer, and then I will cook off the rice while this is simmering, and I'll serve some. I've also got to add some coriander and some spinach, but I'll serve some and I'll let you know how it tastes. But I'm going to just leave this to simmer for probably about 20 to 30 minutes now. As I just mentioned, I left the chilli on the hob to simmer while I cooked the rice, and at the end of the rice cooking I added in a little bit of spinach and some coriander as well. I just simply chopped it up, and then I put it in the pan, stirred it round until it all wilted down. So now, as promised, I'm going to try a little bit of this and I'll let you know how it tastes. It smells really yummy, I have to say. So here goes. Oh yeah, that's really good. It's full of flavour and really delicious, so I'm really looking forward to having this for my dinner this evening. That's how you make my delicious meat feast chilli, and that recipe I will link in the description box below for you. As I mentioned earlier, we're going to be having this for our dinner this evening, and it smells and tastes so good, I can't wait. So for now, that's it from me. Thank you so much for watching. Please feel free to give me a big thumbs up if you enjoyed this video, and please feel free to leave any comments below. And please don't forget to hit that subscribe button button. See you all soon.